Last week, first graders learned all about the artist Murakami Takashi and sketched different objects, real and imaginary, to inspire them for their final project. Here with the sketchbook tour are artists Macy and Bella. Can't wait to see your final project. Tark the Tauntaun here is wondering if you could take your broomstick and your butterfly out for a spin. Next week, first graders will be choosing one of their sketches to create into a final work with Mrs. David. Last week, second graders chose one of their emotions to enlarge into a final piece of artwork. Here today, we have Cooper and Dion to share their emotion work with you. Can you guess which emotion their work is portraying? Thanks, Cooper and Dion. Next week, second graders will be analyzing how artists use colors to express emotion and tell messages through their artwork, and they will start to apply color to their final emotion art with Mr. Bologno. Last week, third graders submitted a plan for their final still life and thought about what, where, and why they wanted to create their masterpiece. Here with us today is Andrew to share his plan.
I want to tell a story about baseball. The objects I want to use are a base, a baseball, a glove, a baseball bat, and those are the objects I want to use. And the clues I'm going to leave is the sky, the grass.
Thanks, Andrew. Tark says he's never heard of baseball before, but he says if you ever have a Wookiee on your team, you let the Wookiee win. Next week, third graders will be working with Ms. Capitini to create a viewfinder and practice composition around their house in preparation for their final sketch. Last week, fourth graders went out into their environment to capture photographs of nature. Here with her findings as well as a special surprise is reporter Mahi. Mahi, it was a pleasure to meet Bernie the caterpillar. Tark here says that he looks just as cute as Baby Yoda. Next week, fourth graders will be learning how to edit, crop, and apply filters to their final photographs to create a specific mood or message for their viewers with Mrs. Lukes. Last week, fifth graders prepared for their final perception project by honing their perspective drawing skills. Here to share their work this week are Mason and Eamon. Thanks, Mason and Eamon. Tarks here says that your drawings are looking eerily familiar to parts made on the Millennium Falcon. Next week, students will be sketching for their final perception drawing and learning how to use Art Studio with Mrs. Lukes. Last week, sixth graders conducted research on how different artists create portraits and found portraits in styles that they like. Here to share her findings is Genevieve.
Out of the four that I chose, this is probably my favorite one because I like the way that one half of the face is blue and one half of the face is warm colors. I like this because it shows that one side of the face is a shadow or very dark or shadowy, and one side of the face is being shown in the sunlight. I like the way the brows, for me, that was the first thing I looked at. I like the brows because they are very, very dark, which contrasts from the skin tone of this abstract portrait. I also like the way the eyes look very watery and really glossy, which is a really nice touch that the artist put in. I like the way that the nose has a lot of contour from the eyebrows, and I feel like that was very eye-catching to me.
Thanks, Genevieve. Next week, sixth graders will be submitting a final plan to their art teachers and begin sketching for their final self-portrait.
As an artist, you're responsible for keeping your art space clean. When you have finished a project, here are the steps you can do. Step 1. Protect your artwork. Move your artwork to a safe place. If it needs to dry, be sure to move it carefully and set it somewhere out of the way. Step 2. Put garbage and recycle in the right spot. Be sure to leave your work area clear of garbage and recyclables. Step 3. Put away your materials. Put away pencils, paintbrushes, scissors and glue, or any other materials you use. This will leave your workspace clear for next time. Step 4. Share your artwork. If your artwork is complete, share it with a family member. If it is for a school activity, post it to Seesaw to share with your art teacher. Clean spills right away. If a spill happens, make sure to clean it up right away. This protects your art and shows you can be a responsible artist.
And that's it for the art news for the week. If you have any questions at all, please contact me here. And don't forget to check out the helpful tips and tricks video produced by the art team, Star Wars style. And before we let you go, Indy here has a very special trick to show you guys. Come here. Come here. Indy, sit. Indy, shake. Oh, good girl.